Hey everyone, you're watching the Esperanza 243. I am presenting Long Live Menavia Part 31. But before I get on to that, I just want to talk about a few things, as usual. One, there are 2 new links that I've been putting in the description box these past few videos, including these next 2, including this one and the next one. The first link that I've added is my Facebook page. I created it a little over a week ago. If you're wanting to go to Facebook and like that page, that would be great. The name of my page is The Esperanza 243. T, the only capitalized letter in it. Everything else is lowercase. Facebook doesn't think it's a proper name to have a second capital letter in it. Anyways, the second link is SoundCloud. Out of all the rounds that's happened for Game of Bands, all the regular members from Game of Bands have created their own accounts so they can upload their own music, including the stuff from Game of Bands. So I've decided to create my own since this is my first time being in the Game of Bands thing. And I've already uploaded on my SoundCloud account. I've already uploaded Red River Valley. I'm actually going to go through all my acapella stuff here on my channel and see if I can get those onto my SoundCloud, which would be really great. So check those links in the description box, including the others that I have. I'm just spread out a bunch on the internet. Second of all, there is an awesome packet I gotta show you guys. It's been available since, I think Tuesday. I've been meaning to show you guys, and I've been meaning to show all of Facebook, really, because this is so cool. Ba, 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 ba. And I'm moving it closer in case you want to read it all. But I'm going to be reading it to you guys anyways. I'm going to do it fast, though, because I really do want to get to the book, even though I'm going to read the book calmly and relaxed. I'm not trying to rush this. I'm just rushing this whole talking part rather than the reading. That's what I'm doing. Way to go, Allison D'Agostino. Allison, the rabbit, swam in the Special Olympics this year and received 3 gold medals and 1 bronze in freestyle, backstroke, individual medley, and relay. Allison has worked for Wendy's number 23, Columbia Bernadette Drive, for almost a year. Allison has been swimming since she was a child and participated in 6 Special Olympics, medaling every year. She qualified for nationals after this year's regional Olympics. State. But hopes to attend the World Special Olympics in Los Angeles in 2015. When asked what the best part of the Special Olympics was, it wasn't winning those medals. It was making friends and hanging out with her teammates. Allison gets her inspiration from wanting to improve and striving to be a better swimmer. Allison's mom is her biggest supporter and always proud of her, and so are we. Way to go, Allison, and keep us posted on your success. I will. Alright, let's get to the reading now. In part 30, we learned that, or not learned, we discovered? In part 30, Caprice saves Prince Nicole's life, and she and Cassius take Prince Nicole and Princess Fanchon, sorry, her name, I forgot her name for some reason. They took Prince Nicole and Princess Fanchon out of the party to discuss them in private about her parents, since they're since Mariona is Nicole's sister. So she tells them that her parents are alive, and she tells them about overhearing these people wanting to kill him and his wife. She tells the story, and then Nicole wants to talk to her brother, and then she realizes she forgot that her brother is in the party. And that's where we are. If you do not mind, may I please go back to the party for a few minutes? My brother is in there. She and Nicole nodded. Caprice hastened out the room and headed to the party. After entering the party, she looked for Nicolau. Nicoulau. It took her a minute to find him. He was walking toward her. She smiled. What's going on? Follow me. You need to meet some people. On their way back to the room, she caught him up with what happened after they parted from the walk. She was brief when it came to Louisa and talking to the prince and princess in private. A lot has happened since our walk, he commented. She agreed. They entered the room. Caprice looked at Prince Nicole and Princess Vanson. They seemed to be tired. She felt sympathy for them. The prince looked at her and her brother. Your Highness, Nicolau said as he bowed. That is not necessary. Caprice has told of our relations. She resembles my sister too much, so I believe her. You are her brother, correct? I am, he replied. It is nice to meet you. Fanchon looked at Caprice and Nicolau. I think it would be wise for Nicole and I to take our leave for the night. From the party, we are quite tired. I agree, Aunt Fanchon. I want to see my sister, Nicole announced. She and her brother looked at each other, and then looked at Senor Baldwin. He nodded. I think it would be best if you come to them, Nicolau said. Caprice nodded. If they come to you, your people might recognize them, especially Mother. Fanchon nodded. I agree, dear. He sighed. Then it shall be done. I shall come to you tomorrow. I want to see my sister as soon as possible. Yes, Uncle. I shall see you tomorrow, then. Have a good night's rest. She placed a hand around her brother's arm and pulled him with her. He and Senor Baldwin followed. After they left, the prince and princess announced to their guests they were retiring to their room. The guests could stay and continue the party, or leave. Most people were not that surprised. Some wondered why they were leaving so early, and others became disappointed. About a third of the party guests left after the announcement. I'm just going to take a quick break. I think I had a heart attack today. No, sorry, not heart attack, asthma attack. I think. It felt like my left lung felt like it was being squeezed or something. That's the second time I felt that this week. And I know the cause of it. I really am getting fed up with them. Alright, let's get back to the reading. People were staring at them and whispering behind their backs. They were surprised to see Prince Nicole and Princess Fanchon walking so far away from the palace. Caprice and Nicolau were some distance ahead of them. The prince and princess continued following their niece and nephew. It wouldn't be long until they arrived at the small farm. Nicolau knocked on their door. Frederic answered their call. Caprice, Nicolau, you have impeccable timing. We finished making a lemonade and suddenly wished you were here to try it, he said, smiling. And just to remind you guys, Frederic and Mediona have French accents, but I'm terrible at those accents, so I'm just using my natural voice. The rest of their family appeared behind Nicolau and Caprice. Frederic noticed them behind his children and looked at the prince and princess. He gasped, Your Highness, what are you doing here? His brother-in-law smiled. May we come in? Princess Fanchon asked. Frederic nodded and ushered them into his house. He closed the door. You have a lovely home, dear brother. I should add in-law, but then it wouldn't sound so sweet. Please, sit down in the drawing room. I shall be back. His family sat down as he left to find Mediona. When he came back with her, she was fussing. Why are you being so secretive? I thought you and I were used to seeing Caprice and Nicolau as surprise visitors, she said, facing him. Look anywhere but my face, dear. You shall see. She looked in the drawing room. She smiled at Nicolau and Caprice. Then she looked at the prince and princess. She became pale and nearly fainted. Mediona! He caught her before she landed on the floor. Prince Nicole rushed to her side. He lightly grabbed her hand. Frederic carried Mediona to a chair close by. She started muttering, All is lost. We are doomed. Let us give them a chance to speak, her husband whispered. Out of sight, out of country, people shall talk. Mediona, what are you talking about? Prince Nicole asked. We hid for a reason, Nicole, Frederic said. He held Mediona to comfort her. We knew if we went back to the palace, people would react badly, even try to kill us. Mediona and I were not strict enough about other things, besides bad food. We were not there when our people told us to do something about it. How can we go back? Certainly our people would think of lighter terms. You left to protect your lives, and also their lives. It was a shame Princess Louisa died soon after, but Nicole has done a wonderful job since then. Frederic is right, dear, Nicole said, turning toward her. If they come back any time, our people could have another riot. People are unpredictable. If we do not want history to repeat itself. He gave her a look. There has to be a way. They cannot stay hidden forever. We cannot stay hidden forever either. Nicolau spoke up. Caprice stayed quiet. After she heard her father answering Nicole's question, she started thinking. Each idea she thought of ended up having quite a few different directions. It took a while longer to figure out what to do. Her mind slowly faded back to the conversation her family was having. She was surprised to see her mother sitting up, and everyone was laughing. I am serious, Mediona cried, giggling. He did not know. Before I could tell him, he opened the box and was staring at a corset. Fenton, Nicolau, and Frederick laughed. Caprice chuckled as Nicole turned beet red. I can still remember how red Nicole's face was. She smiled. What was Grandma Louisa like? Caprice asked. Her mother looked at her and smiled softly. She continued speaking. I am curious. I have seen her portrait at Cassie's house quite a few times. She looks familiar. That is quite impossible, my dear. She died not too long after you were born. Mediona replied. Suddenly, Nicole bit his upper lip. Now that I know the rumor is true, I am curious as to when your children were born, Mediona. He gave her a look. Dear brother, I wish you visited more often before the riot. I do too. I tried many times, but there were guards everywhere. Whenever I walked to your room, a guard would ask if I had a meeting with you. And that is where I'll stop. And, I need to be downstairs in a few minutes, actually. I will talk to you guys later. The next part to watch will be Long Live Menavia Parts 32. And there I will end it. Hopefully next time I will have good news for all of you, and not just myself. This is the Esperanza 243, signing out.